Hello and welcome. I have some fun content today. I have a lot of painting. I'm trying new art supplies, and I recently upgraded my studio a little bit. I did a lot of organization, so I have some clips of that. Recently, I purchased some Gessoboard. I really wanted to kind of try something new. That's what I painted this piece on of Cape Town, South Africa. Travel is definitely a big inspiration for me. I love landscapes. And actually, I am really excited for my new paint box. My mother thrifted it for $2 up in Sonora where she lives. I was visiting her yesterday after a weekend away for Father's Day with my family. So super excited for my new paint box. I've been looking for fun ways to organize that aren't going to be too expensive. So thanks for being here from wherever you are. If you like art vlogs or behind the scenes, feel free to like, subscribe. I'm definitely going to be painting a lot more now that I feel more organized in my office. So please join me along or put this in the background and just hang out. Let's hang out and do some painting. Hello again. Today I'm using Acrylic Gouache. It is a matte paint by Holbein. It's a really fun paint. I love the vibrant colors. And I'm using a cut piece of Strathmore Acrylic paper. I find sometimes just cutting a piece of paper is a little bit less pressure when you're trying a new paint medium. So I thought this would be a fun way to just allow myself to play and try out, this new paint medium. I'm not too familiar with the acrylic gouache. I've tried other brands like Himi gouache and Winsor Newton gouache, and I found myself just not a huge fan of how if you work over a section, it would rework. I've never been huge into watercolors, so I found this was a good in-between from acrylic to a gouache. It has a lot of, the best of both worlds. I find with this gouache paint, I do enjoy using paint more out of the tube, less blending. The colors are just so fun straight out of the tube. Definitely comment below if you use acrylic gouache or any best practices that you have. I would definitely love to read that because this is a new paint for me. I usually use Liquitex heavy body acrylic paint. I do have a matte paint medium I'd love to try that I just recently got because lately I've just really enjoyed the look of matte in a lot of my paintings. This painting is inspired by a recent trip I took to Calaveras County for some wine tasting with my family. I was really mesmerized by the rolling hills in Calaveras County. There's still some lush greenery, lots of oak trees, wildflowers. So here I just wanted to share a sneak peek of how I do some editing before I print. I definitely use the levels tool in Photoshop. I don't over edit, but I find just adjusting these ever so slightly just allows the illustration to pop like it does in real life. I then use just print preview to print with my Epson printer. Depending on what sizes, I sometimes will print on 4x6, 5x7, 8.5 by 11, or even 11 by 17. I really like the texture that my printer can capture. I love making my own art prints and framing them. I'm really excited about a recent studio organization I did. It just felt cluttered and I was running out of storage spaces to put everything, so my counters are getting full, and I found I was really struggling to make more art. So I had a much needed cleanse. I cleared off all the counters, I shifted my tables around, I found a new home for my easel. I'm really happy with how things turned out, and so are my cats. They were definitely checking on me and trying to see what I was up to. I also hung up my latest painting. Now on to another painting I did. I went back to Liquitex Heavy Body, and this is a new surface for me. This is the Gessoboard I mentioned earlier. I really wanted to try this out, see what it was like. I generally work quite small, so this is a 6x6 Gessoboard. I took the reference photo for this painting when I was in South Africa. This is Cape Point. My husband and I took a drive here with his family, had some lunch, and about 20 baboons came to see if we would be willing to share some of our lunch. So we ended up eating, all of us in our own cars, to wait out the baboons so we can get outside and take more photos. Sadly, that didn't happen because they were quite happy to wait us out. So this is one of the very few photos that I took of the journey, and I wanted to capture this day. It was filled with memories. Alright guys, thanks for joining in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I've had a really fun time. If you want to share with me the things that you're painting, I'd love to see. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for being here.